Yesterday there were 400 earthquakes, declares our Icelandic mountain guide Thor, and today it's increasing to one every 60 seconds. We are preparing for a volcanic eruption from Bardabunga, but don't worry, our National Guard is evacuating all hikers in the danger zone. Led by retired Bemidji State University geology professor Dr. Charlie Parsons, my husband Lee and I are last-minute additions on a reenactment trip that Charlie taught as a BSU college course. We land at Keflavik Airport, take a 45-minute bus ride to the island's capital in Reykjavik, a name meaning Smoky Bay, to reunite with Frida, our 1995 Rotary Exchange student. With a smile on her face, Frida says, "You're in luck. It's only rained twice this summer, once for 31 days and the other for 35 days. Frida takes us to the bridge between continents. Here, the Earth's crust is divided into 7 large and 10 small tectonic plates. Iceland sits atop the mid-Atlantic drift, where the North American and Eurasian plates are shifting apart at a rate of 2 centimeters per year. Lee in North America holds my hand in Europe." Frida delivers us to the City Youth Hostel, where we meet our 18 hiking companions, including Bemidjiites Charlie Parsons, Lindsay Daniels, Ron and Chris Ketter, plus John and Cindy Luth. The hike is from Landmannalaugar to Thorsmark to Skoger, recently reopened following the 2010 eruption of Eyjafjallajökull. Our group boards a bus that takes us to the first of several unpronounceable Icelandic places. The bus turns off Highway 1, known as Ring Road, and we travel over the black lava path, only passable with high-clearance vehicles. We stop at Hekla, a volcano that erupts every 10 to 15 years. Its last eruption was February 2000, and her magma pressure is increasing. Her nickname is Gateway to Hell. Technically, Iceland does not have mountains. What appear to be mountains are actually valleys carved by slow-moving glaciers. Our first night is at a hut in Landmannalaugar. Charlie explains that the volcanic eruption in this area contains silicon dioxide, resulting in the formation of crystals of rhyolite. Other impurities give the quartz-like rocks the artistic colors of purple, blue, greenish yellow, and red. I returned to base in time to join the bathers for a soak in the natural hot springs. I wade into the river, crouch to my shoulders, and use my arms to walk my floating body towards the definite line between tolerable and scalding. The distinct rotten egg sulfur smell is pungent. The official hike begins as a veil of fog is lifted. Our group ranges in age from 21 to 68, with the 21-year-old walking on a mended broken ankle and the 2 elder members hiking with joint replacements. We traverse rhyolite hills, climb old lava fields, and saunter past hot springs en route to Raftanuskar. Off in the distance in this high-density area of steam vents, I see the fast-walking members of our group resting on a moss-like patch of iridescent green. My approach to the lunch spot curves past the steamy vapors of a fumarole, so roiling and gushing with hot water, I dubbed the spot the washing machine. Raftanuskar hut rises between 4 parallel valleys. The only negative in this stunning landscape is the vile stench of the privy. Lee is not about to spend the night indoors with the potential of 19 snorers going off like volcanic eruptions. He sets his tent inside one of the boulder-piled bunkers. Icelanders love their folklore. There are numerous mythological tales that include elves, trolls, fairies, gnomes, and dwarfs. John Luth reads a bedtime story about one of those hidden people, the boogeyman, who will come and get you if you're not good. We move downhill toward Aftavatn under misty and foggy conditions. Dr. Charlie notes, we see 5 parallel features. The middle one contains a rectangular lake. Overnight, a 50-mile-an-hour wind develops and Lee's tent collapses twice. Spume from the lake's whitecaps moisturize my face. Near the hut of Botner is the breathtaking Markal Float Canyon. This geologically young gorge was formed 1,000 years ago as Alfdevaten drained through the eruptive debris left by either Hekla or Katla. Back at the hut, fresh salmon fillets are being grilled as I splurge on a 5-minute warm shower, costing 4 kroners. Charlie says, today we see the outlet glaciers off of the Meyersdal-Jokela that created the big river. Imagine Katla, the most feared volcano, erupting under this glacier and releasing a huge torrent when all the melted ice floated the glacier so it could spill out into the river channel. I go from walking on black lava to stony residue of Iceland's newest red lava field, the result of the aftermath of the 2010 eruption of Eyjafjallajökull. I feel a scratch deep in my throat. The annoyance gets worse, and I am forced to get off. The last evening is at a primitive hut, a restored mountain man shelter on the fringe of Eyjafjallajökull Glacier. The road is 1 mile away, so we must hike down, collect our food and gear from Thor, and trek back up. I cooked the pasta dinner in boiled water with melted snow. The last day is a 9-mile, 3,200 descent to the Atlantic Ocean. I don't travel far before encountering my first stunning waterfall. Soon there's a second. By the 10th, I am incredulous. At the 18th, a gushing chute is awesome. I count over 30 waterfalls in size from rivulets to thunderous double-deckers. We come to the ultimate, Gogurfoss, plummeting 196 feet. Having traveled 78 kilometers on an island with 130 volcanoes, I realize anything can happen. Perhaps a troll is challenging me mentally, physically, and spiritually. One thing's for sure, Iceland's magic goes beyond fire and ice. P.S. Bardarbungur volcano erupted the week after we left.